Action.
What's good? What's going on out there? What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Hollywood Sports. What's good, everybody? What's good? If you are new to my channel, thank you for clicking on the video and welcome to Hollywood Sports. You are in the right place. We are here to talk about in this video Madden NFL 23 closed beta feedback. We're going to talk about the fixes, the changes, and the upgrades that Dev made to this game. All right, guys. So I'm just going to read it right off the screen. I'm not going to play any music. We're just going to get right into it. You guys can read it with me, and we can just get down with it, guys. In case you guys haven't seen these changes yet, you know, there was a lot of worries that we all had in the community, but I think a lot of those worries were answered in this dev feedback. All right. What we're going to talk about, guys, well, let's go ahead and read this part. Thank you all for taking the time to give your feedback on the Madden Voice forum while participating in Madden NFL 23 closed beta. We wanted to touch on your feedback and suggestions during the closed beta with notes straight from our development team. Our team is focused on delivering a high quality, polished Madden NFL 23 experience, starting with our 3-day early access launch on August the 16th. Man, we are getting close, guys. We are getting close, man. My Washington Commanders play on the 13th, man. Yeah, all right. Our first preseason game. All right, now, gameplay feedback. Don't drastically change the game. Now, these are the things the community was leaving, okay? These are the comments the community was leaving, right, for the feedback. Don't drastically change the game. Leave coverage reaction time alone. And we all was concerned about that, right? Well, the dev says, the number one feedback topic we received, rest assured, Madden community, our vision of the game balance is consistent with yours, and the gameplay you experience in the closed beta is what you'll be playing on launch day. There has been polish added and bugs fixed from players' feedback to make it even better, but the overall experience will be as you played in the closed beta. All right, guys, it's sort of a confirmation. I mean, they still got to come through with it, but this is what they're talking about, and I like the tone. I like the tone. Okay, here's some more feedback. Add referees back to the game on the field. Okay, dev note. While referees returning to the field during live gameplay is not something we will be able to deliver in Madden 23, it is something that we want to get as badly as our players. We want to make sure that when refs do return, they return in a state where visual quality is on par with the rest of the characters on the field. Refs is very high on our future roadmap. So hopefully, guys, we can get that in Madden 24. You know, a lot of people don't think it's really a big deal without the refs. It's really not. But, I mean, if we're going to eventually get measurements for first downs, we need the refs in the game. And to me, it adds we always talk about immersion. It adds another quality or another level of immersion when you got the refs on the field. And I want to see refs throwing flags. I want them measuring for first downs. I want them on the sideline when the coach says when the coach says timeout and he tells the people to stop the clock. All that stuff we need in with the refs, man. The refs do a lot of stuff on the field, guys, and we need that in the game for that immersion. Because it has to be a part of the presentation. All right, now, play awareness. Too easy to run. Now, this is what the community left in comments, guys. It was 270 votes, 249 comments. The same comment, play awareness. Too easy to run the same plays over and over again. And we all complain about that, right? Guys run the same play over and over and over again. Dev note, we've made a number of changes since the closed beta to bring more balance to gameplay. We believe these changes will bring more variety to play calling, but we want to hear from you, our community, when the game launches to let us know how you feel about these changes. Each of these implemented changes may be further tuned via Madden NFL title update. Okay, they haven't told us what they actually did to solve that problem, that challenge, but hey, they say they did some stuff and they'll be looking for some feedback. Logic added. So when defensive backs are playing in linebacker positions, they will have slower reaction time to the running game. And that's because, guys, people take defensive backs and put them in as linebackers because they want the line because they don't think the linebackers are going to do a good job in coverage. Linebackers don't do a good job at getting interceptions when it's over their head. They don't jump. So people trying to put defensive backs as linebackers. So what the devs are saying, they're not going to stop the run game. Linebacker positions, they will have slower reaction time to the running game. So they're saying if you're going to do that, you're going to pay. And you know people do spam that run too, man. People going to spam that run. Okay? If I notice you got some defensive backs at that linebacker spot, guess what? Now I'm going to run at you. Okay? Because the linebacker, you need your linebackers to fill those gaps. You need linebackers to fill gaps. So if you're playing defensive backs at the linebacker spot, you're going to suffer. So I think they're trying to make this game simulation, guys, and you can't blame them. We've been asking for simulation. We've been asking for real organic simulation gameplay, where there's a true way they play in the NFL. So if people are doing funny things with the game and putting the defensive backs at linebackers, guys, they don't do that in the NFL. You know, unless a linebacker can play both positions. I don't know, guys. Maybe they should allow those guys to do that in Ultimate Team, but not in head-to-head or franchise mode. So let those guys in Ultimate Team that do Ultimate Team. It's a fantasy mode anyway, right? So let them do all that stuff. Okay. Let's see, and maybe they want guys in Ultimate Team to do it too because maybe it would make the tournaments a lot better. It would make the Madden tournaments a lot better. Be honest with you. Okay, now they removed the ability to hot route tight ends to a pass block assignment when in 2-point wide receiver stance. So when you got a tight end or a wide receiver as a wide receiver, you can't take that wide receiver and have him block. They're not going to let you do that if he's in a two stance. It might be a tight end in a two stance, wide receiver stance. They're not going to let you let him block. He's supposed to be going out for a pass route. Okay, that's the things what people were doing. So they removed that. People are going to have to start playing real football. Stop looking for manipulations. Stop looking for exploits. And that's the reason why they're doing that. You know, when the game first comes out, the first thing most people are going to do is look for exploits. That's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to look for exploits. Okay, they're going to look for how to manipulate the AI. And I know I'm stepping on some toes out there, but that's what people are going to do. And all I can say, if the shoe fits, wear it. If that's how you play, that's how you play. I'm not mad at you. But they're trying to eliminate that, guys, because we're trying to build an NFL simulation football game. Okay. Let's see. They adjusted the corner route and bunch formations and the corner hot route and hot route master and slot apprentice abilities to align with the other corner routes throughout the playbooks. And again, guys, they're trying to prevent people from exploiting the AI, exploiting the game, stuff like that. Okay, made improvements to man coverage, pre-snap alignment versus bunch formations. Well, I love that because it's going to make people. You're going to have to know how to read coverages, guys. You know, and especially what formation do they use when they don't really align all the way? It could be nickel man, nickel. It could be a two cover man. Any man coverage, they don't really line up. right on the receiver, guys. So that pre-snap alignment is going to mean a bunch. So they're saying versus bunch formations, which mostly people were using it as an exploit. Okay, they're trying to eliminate exploits, and I like it. I don't care if they don't do it in Ultimate Team. Leave Ultimate Team alone. Let them guys play what they want. It's a fantasy mode. Pulling linemen are too slow, too decisive. Was more comments left. Okay, 125 comments. The dev note: tuning and AI changes were made to make pulling linemen be more explosive through the line of scrimmage. And on top of the reason why I'm reading slow, guys, is I'm trying to understand it as I'm reading it. And on top of the foundational improvements, you'll have to keep an eye on the speed rating of the pulling lineman, as slower O-line could force you to lay off the acceleration mechanic while he navigates. So I like that. While he navigates, and faster O-line will get through quicker, allowing you to accelerate sooner. So you have to be based on what the skills of your linemen and how quick they are and their speed. You see, every team is different. So you may have to run the football different based on the team you use. I like that, guys. That's simulation. You got to wait for your linemen to complete their blocks. Like they tell halfbacks all the time, be patient. Be patient. Let the play develop. Right? You're creating your own play. Be patient. Let the play develop. If it doesn't develop, it's not your fault. But if you don't give time to play to develop, it could be a nice play, but you're impatient trying to figure out, develop your own holes and find your own holes when you should be going inside. You busted outside, stuff like that. I like it, man. It's simulation. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Pass blocking isn't strong enough. Too many insta shares. And you know that's because of the blitz, guys. People complaining about that blitz. 191 comments. Dev note: as noted in the closed beta gridiron notes, there was a bug causing super wins to trigger too frequently early in the closed beta, which was primary contributor to the overpowered feeling. Looking at overall defensive gameplay, however, having a powerful pass rush is critical to the balance of the game. They're on our side, guys. They're saying it. They're saying it. Having a powerful pass rush is critical to the balance of the game. And the pass rush at launch is still going to be more powerful than it was in Madden 22. And I know people don't want to hear that. They think the pass rush is overpowered, guys. But hey, man, it says NFL football. Madden NFL football. If you don't like it, guys, go play the yard. Go play the KO mode. Go play, I don't know, play something different, guys. It's just NFL football. Again, I know I'm stepping on some toes. I know people don't like me talking like this, but guys, but it's the reality. It's NFL football. It ain't flag football. It ain't touch football. It's NFL football. Guys, this is going to be so nice, man. People are really going to have to change their tune. All right. And I know I'm stepping on some toes, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, where we at? User interceptions aren't always responsive. And I will agree with that also. Tuning the catch animations to increase range for jumping interceptions. Tuning to significantly decrease situations where the player is requesting play ball without seeing the corresponding animation response. Yes, yes. This would be even more prevalent if they had the pass interference was working a lot better, because guys just be hitting that, trying to get them user picks. You get them user picks, hitting the button out early, knowing there is no pass interference in the game. Hopefully they can get that fixed soon, man. Man coverage fakeouts are too frequent. Tuning to significantly reduce the frequency of fakeouts by man coverage defenders Guys, I hope I'm not that great of a reader, guys. I got teeth missing. I'm all messed up. All right. So sometimes words don't come out right. Okay. Added new logic so the fake outs could be used in super win situations where the ratings delta is heavily in favor of the wide receiver. Okay. Man coverage fake outs are too frequent. Okay. Too many fumbles. Tuning to significantly reduce fumble chance on quarterback hits inside the pocket. Whew. I hope if they reduce it, I hope you still can get fumbles from the quarterback because guys don't take the sack. They try to get rid of the ball and it causes a fumble, which happens in the NFL all the time. You get caught in the middle of trying to throw it and getting sacked, and it causes a fumble. So I hope they just don't eliminate it. I hope it's balanced right. I hope we still can get those quarterback hits for those fumble chances, right? Otherwise, people are going to take advantage of it, guys, and still try to get you. Now, I hate it when you get the sack and they throw it, the ball hits the ground and it's incomplete when it could be a fumble. Tuning to significantly reduce fumble chance on quarterback hits while in the early portion of the throw. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't think they should reduce that, but if they do, I hope it still works. Tuning to reduce fumbles by non-quarterback ball carriers on hit sticks and strip ball attempts. Tuning to reduce fumbles. See, they're trying to reduce fumbles in this game by non-quarterback ball carriers on hit sticks and strip ball attempts. Unless people are going to be spamming it, maybe they feel people are going to be spamming it. So, spamming it, try to get those fumbles. I don't know, guys. Let's see how the game plays out. That's the only way we're going to have to see. Significant reduction in punch out fumbles. Yeah, see, they're trying to control the fumbles in the game. It's all good. It's all good. As long as we still can get fumbles is the key. Not enough hit stick variety, which that's true. You see the same animation. 27 new hit stick animations have been added for launch. 27? Wow. So that's going to add more animations to the game. So we don't see the same animations. If they got 27 new hit stick animations, we don't have to see the same animation on every hit stick. I'm glad they added more animations to the game too, man. So we don't see the same stale animations all the time. Okay. Let's see. Most of the existing animations have been updated to make them look and behave differently. Okay, so there's that more variety right there. Okay, beautiful. I like that part. Wide receivers should win more contested catches and mismatches. I agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that, guys. I agree with that. When there's a mismatch, the wide receiver should win most of those mismatches, which happens in the NFL, man. Especially, well, I guess it depends on their ratings too. Tuning to increase catch success for wide receivers in contested catch situations when in a mismatch. Okay, it's saying the same thing. Logic added to include wide receiver physical attributes such as height to play more significant role in the success of a contested catches. But what if his catching traffic is low? Then that should make it so it's not an automatic. He may have the height, but what if his catching traffic is low? Okay. What if the DB that might be shorter has a better awareness rating or better catch rating, right? So I hope it balances out both ways. I hope it's just not automatic taller guy wins. Okay, we still got to stick to the ratings. Skill-based passing can be difficult to understand. Okay, we all knew that. Even the devs say even though it was not in the closed beta, when you first turn on the game at launch, you will have the opportunity to play through an onboarding flow to learn more about the new passing system. And I like that. The reason why we're probably not being successful with it, at least me, I can speak for myself, is we're not understanding how the system totally works. And I think if they do this, we may say, oh, okay, now I knew why I was messing up. Okay, onboarding flow to learn more about the new passing system. Because I tell you, whoever dominates this skill-based passing is going to dominate in the game. Okay, you will also have the opportunity to lab deeper in practice mode. Great. And lastly, additional. And I know a lot of people. It takes a lot of patience to wait and learn and practice, and people are going to want to jump straight into the game and not practice and not get good at it. Then them the ones that are going to suffer. You got to put in the work, people. You got to put in the work. You will also have the opportunity, okay, lab deeper in practice mode. And lastly, additional work has been done on the in-game feedback system to make it even more user-friendly. So I guess that's in a settings adjustment where you can set it up exactly the way you want it. I love that. I love that. In-game feedback systems to make it even more user-friendly. Because we might not understand what we're putting the setting on. We think we're putting the setting on to make this happen, but we're doing it wrong. So we'll get the feedback in the game, especially in practice mode, such as color coding, the feedback text, and passing reticle to match the level of accuracy. And that was my problem, guys. I was just not accurate. Be on the lookout for more developer deep dives closer to launch. Okay, cool. That will go into even more detail about skill-based passing and what it can unlock in the passing game. All right, guys, let's move on to franchise feedback. Franchise draft crash. Okay. This was our top issue reported from the closed beta and has been addressed for launch. All right, sim stats. We fixed an issue where the longest pass completion in simulations was 25 yards. We have also focused on tuning sim stats to try and match real life stats as closely as possible. That's when you're really balancing the game. We know that you can have a wide range of results in any sim, but our goal is to give you a realistic statistical snapshot. Okay, guys, let me tell you something. I'll talk about that at the end if I don't forget. Low interest players are assigning frequently re-sign periods. So if they have a low interest on your team, they're saying they fixed it because they were frequently re-signing. So it must not, their low interest wasn't working. So we have done several rounds of tuning in this area to try and make this more realistic and how and when players will re-sign with their current team. Okay. Salary cap. We received feedback that some teams didn't have enough salary cap space available to re-sign players and during the free agency period. And I kind of feel that way too, because when you let a guy go and you get hit with that cap, it seems like it wasn't enough room. You know, you got to have a certain amount of cap. They want to make sure, the reason for caps, guys, is to make sure you're paying your players properly. So you have to have it balanced out pretty good. So when you let somebody go, you can get a cap hit because you're not properly paying your players. So it's a system in place to make sure you're not underpaying your players. So I always felt like I didn't have enough money. We continue to update real-life player contracts as that information becomes available, along with trying to tune the amount players will ask for during different stages. Our goal is to strike the balance between fun and challenging, especially if you are controlling a team that doesn't have much cap space at the start of your franchise. Okay, CPU draft logic. Dev note, there were some reports about seeing teams drafting quarterbacks when they already had quality starters on their team. Oh yeah, please fix that. Please fix that. Since the closed beta, this has been a key area of focus as we utilizing the new player tags. Oh, that's got to be included. Yep. Featuring to help prevent this from happening. Evolve offers causing a crash in free agency. Fixed for launch. Get offer trade tunings. We have done a few rounds of tuning with our new get offers trade features. Okay, yeah, because we never get any trade offers from the CPU. NFL draft flicker issue. There were a couple of graphical issues we had during the closed beta that have since been resolved. High profile players in free agency, and I didn't like that either. You see some good players, teams you normally know teams wouldn't be putting them out in free agency. Unless maybe at the end of their career and they want more money than the team's willing to pay them, or the teams don't want to renew their contract, I can understand that happening. But when you got young superstars out there, man, they shouldn't be in free agency. Most teams aren't going to let their good players go, okay? Tuning player motivations to help better match current teams to help give these teams a better chance to re-signing them. Oh yeah, they got to balance this thing. Continue to update real-life player contracts for players that sign new deals to remove them from the list of potential free agents in 1 year of franchise. As mentioned above, tuned amount of money players will ask for along with team salary cap data. Yeah, they got to balance out. Got to tune all that AI stuff, man. Tune it. Progression. History showing wrong training information. We had a bug where the training history for offense and defense was flipped. That has been fixed. You see how much goes into this game, guys? Do you see how much goes into this game? It's not easy to program these things, guys. It's just not easy. Misaligned assigned scout text. Fixed an issue where you couldn't see the scouting region text when assigning a scout. Scouting tier showing 4 stars. Fixed an issue where we showed 4 stars instead of 3. We added the stars this year to try and help better explain the tier level of scouts as we received feedback from players on Madden NFL 22. That wasn't clear right away. If tier 1 is best or tier 3. Help tips. Add help tips for the following free agent hub. Contract negotiations and scouting stage updates. If you guys want to do Face of the Franchise and these other modes, Face of the Franchise, what they read, I'm going to put the link down in the description below, or you can go to EA site and read it for yourself. But guys, one thing I can tell you, man, that's really big that they haven't done in a lot of years. I think Rex Dixon tried to do this. He wanted to work on gameplay. He wanted to totally fix gameplay. And this year, as you can see, man, all we've been talking about is gameplay, fixes, updates, changes, bug fixes, gameplay, gameplay, gameplay. So guys, this may be the foundation. I know every year we say that, but this may be the true foundation to the beginning of some great Maddens. Because they better get it together, because I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure 2K is going to get that simulation license in 2026. Alright? Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Hollywood Sports, and I will see you guys on my next video. Thanks for watching.